happy. I'm very happy. He's doing all right, and
right, welcome back.
I think we'll get faster and faster as the sessions go on.
Perfect. Lovely to talk to you. Joey, John Thompson, thank you so much.
Just having a quick chat with Gary. Oh, sorry, just having a quick chat with Gary. Sorry, well, if I don't know, it was you. With Gary Ryan about other stuff. Jamie Coward, maybe grab a quick word of Jamie if we can. I'm just looking. Quickest ever lap on a superbike was last night. Jamie, 130.940. Happy boy.
Yeah, we're really over the moon last night. We made a big step forward in the suspension and just handling of the bike. So we've gone in that way again tonight. So fingers crossed we can make an improvement again. So we'll just see how we go.
And what about the super sport bike? Going to head out on that as well tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to try and do 2 on the big bike, try and do a flying lap if I can, depending how it's going, and then 2 on the super sport bike, and then park it up ready for the race on Saturday.
All right, Jamie, let you get back quickly, Jem, before we go to Beth with James Hine. He's just mentioned a flying lap there. Explain what that means from you, a rider's standpoint. How different it is to your standing start lap.
So obviously standing start is just from here off, and then sometimes you get flagged off early, so really it's just a flying lap whereby you can come straight down Glen Crutchley Road and flat out rather than having to go from 0 mile an hour to 180 to Bray.
Okay, thanks, Jen. We were going to have a quick chat with James Hine, but he's gone to get himself just a little bit ready. 5 minutes to go to the start of the qualifying session. So let's look at the superbikes. Then the quickest super. In fact, we're on the wrong page. We're on the wrong page. That's what I am. Got that many pages open here. 133.514 for Dean Harrison. 133.367 for Michael Dunlop, and 131.862 for Peter Hickman. That's your top 3. Let's hear for Forrest Dunn, who's with Beth.
Yeah, Forrest Dunn, just here now. There was an incredible photograph of you posted the other day. What was that like from your point of view?
It was pretty scary. Yeah, that's about it really. Haven't got a lot to say about it.
Can you describe the picture for us, Mike?
It looked as though he was using the wall at just off the Ballaugh Bridge as a berm, to be honest with you. Is that what was going on?
It wasn't intended, that's for sure. But yeah, it's obviously it's not where any of us want to be, and I hope Maria gets better soon. Obviously, it's a bit of a shame she's had to retire, but it's sort of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think just a bit of a unfortunate racing incident.
So how is it for you getting your head back into things, and how were things last night?
Yeah, it's been good, to be honest. This is the most relaxed I've been at the TT, but yeah, it's I still haven't quite found my speed or my rhythm round here, but yeah, we're just chipping away slowly. Nothing too bad.
I can just see there's a lot of flies all over your leathers, Forrest. Have you run out of wet wipes, or have you sacked the leather cleaner?
I lost my cleaning lady, so I'll have to go find a new one.
Mike's got some free time. If
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
No.
I'll drop them to your truck later, Mike.
Forrest, thank you so much for talking to us. Have a good one tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.
Got to pick up the back of that, and you know what? A big smile. That's all I'm going to say. It's great to see him here. Miko, Michael Sweeney, lovely to see you here, buddy.
Great to see you too, Chris. It's nice to be sitting here.
I tell you what, I was getting a bit worried at one point.
I was getting a bit worried myself, but I'm here on 2 wheels. Well, 2 big ones and a small one.
You and Bruce can have a race?
Yeah, we were talking about it. We'll throw a few pound in the pot here and see. Force down Bray Hill.
It's obviously the off at the North Leicester, and everybody knows about. Talk us about how everything's going on with your recuperation.
Yeah, it was as everyone knows, it was a pretty big one, and a lot of bones broke. A couple of bones broke my back, and we've 12 or 13 ribs broke, and the collarbones broke, hand is broke, knee is dislocated, and a couple other little small bits. But looking at the big picture, we're hoping to be back maybe in 5 to 6 weeks, and well, you laugh. So we're hoping to be back as quick as we can. Doing a lot of hyperbaric chamber. Trying to get back on my feet now properly. I can do a few steps here and there, but we're getting there. Day by day is getting a whole lot better.
It's good to see you two here, and enjoy it while you're here, and have a rest, will you?
I'm going to try. I'm enjoying this at the minute till they take off down the hill.
Yeah, you'd be jumping at the bit, wouldn't you?
No, I know.
Let me go.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Miko.
Thanks a million, Chris.
It's nice to see you, Miko Sweeney there. Great to see him here. Yeah, I tell you what, the message we were getting through, he's not good at all. You just heard the big list of what he's broke is kind of what he hasn't broke really. But you know what? Did you get a picture of that, Jenny? Jen, I hope you got a picture of that. You did, yeah. So if you follow on Jenny's social thingies, you'll probably see that picture, because yeah, it's good to see him. I did get a message he was coming the other day, which is great news. That we got to just keep it in touch with what's happening with him. He's a great character around the paddock as well, especially with those big white teeth anyway. Number 5 on the Superstock is coming to the line. We've got 40 seconds to go before the start of qualifying 4. Thursday evening here on a beautifully sunny Isle of Man as you look out towards Douglas Bay. So all them people over the other side waiting to get on the ferry. And a bit of a story from Chris Sabora. We mentioned about the fact that he's got a bike ready tonight. He has got a bike on its way over on the ferry from Liverpool. However, it's just a Roland chassis, so there's the forks, the frame, 2 wheels, the headstock and the handlebars, and that's it. And Ben Wiley's mum is bringing it over, so that is coming on the boat as we speak on the Manannan from Liverpool. 10 seconds to go, getting down to 5 seconds. The R1 Yamaha, the OMG machine of James Hillier is 1 go. 127.76 for James. Here's Peter Hickman. We said we're heated before. 133. What are we going to see tonight? And he is off on the Superbike, and he is away. 131.862 for him. Number 8 is next. Davey Todd. 129.020 from Tuesday. That's his quickest lap. Number 4, we just mentioned him before there, didn't we, about Jamie Coward. That's his quickest ever lap around the mountain circuit, albeit in qualifying, 130.94. Number 6, Michael Dunlop, 133.367 on this Superbike last night. He's away. Good to see this man back. Tuesday evening, quickest lap for Davey Johnson, number 1, and he's done 127.095. Number 2 on the Superstock, Dean Harrison, the Dow Kawasaki, 129.148 for the red-plated machine, and he's away. Number 3 next, John McGuinness. John going well on the Superbike, 130.035. Launch control away. Oh, that sounds sweet, doesn't it? Number 3, the first of our Supersport machines, that's Paul Jordan on the Prez Racing bike. Paul's done 121.672. Just heard Jenny talking to Phil Crow a few moments ago. He's on the number 14 Agri-Wash BMW, and he's away. Maybe the pit lane limiter possibly there. Number 16 is Mike Booth. Mike Booth. I was looking at Mike Booth as I said it. It's Mike Brown who's away. But it's exactly the same thing. Number 7 is next. Mike Booth again. Mike Brown's on the Superstock. Number 7, Josh Brooks, 120. What has Josh done on the Superbike last night? Josh done. Oh, I've got a time here for him. Sean Anderson leaves on number 18 Superbike. Give me Josh Brooks' speed, 126.75. Listen to this. If you haven't heard this before, this is Michael Rutter. Oh. 129.1 for Michael Rutter. Here's Dominic Ferguson on the 13 Superstock machine. What's Dominic done? 126.65 last night. 19 is next, Sam West. How's Sam getting on the Street Diner BMW? 125.254, his quickest lap so far. Another one of our Supersport machines, that's the blue numbers on the white background. Just spoke to him before. Number 19, he said he was going to take it easy on the 600 Honda, Mikey Evans. Number 20, Craig Neve on the Bathams Honda, and Craig is away. We'll take one more away because nearly 30 minutes in. They'll be at Glen Helen. We don't want to miss these fast splits. 21 is Brian McCormack on the FHO Roadhouse machine, and Brian is away. Let's get back to the boys for Glen Helen.
Thank you very much indeed, Chris and Beth down there in Parc Fermé. We're seeing all of these guys coming down Glen Crutchley Road now over the start line. I guess, Boydie, one of the most interesting questions is how do you make that decision about which of the bikes to go out on first? The majority have gone out on their Superbikes, and we've just seen a couple on Superstocks and 2 or 3 on Supersports.
That's the interesting change this year. Normally by now the eyes will be focused on Saturday and the first race day, which has always traditionally been the Superbike. It's not this year, it's the Supersport race that comes first. But nonetheless, the vast majority of riders concentrating still on the Superbike, trying to get that organised on Sunday's Superbike encounter this year. We've got out there on the Superstocks, first away was James Hillier, then Dean Harrison is on the Superstock, Mike Brown and Dominic Ferguson there on the Superstocks. Paul Jordan of the Cedar Riders, I think, is the only one who's out there on the Supersports. Everybody else on the Superbikes.
Yeah, indeed, and those Superbikes are going to be racing around. Don't forget, at the moment, what we have in the Superbikes, the fastest time set so far. Dean Harrison yesterday at 133.5, right time just under 17 minutes. The only guy to go under 17 minutes so far in qualifying. But we have no idea what will happen tonight because it has been Dunlop, then Hickman, and then Harrison as the fastest in the
seconds' time, because James Hillier is just arriving at Glen Helen. He sweeps up Craig Willys Hill towards Sarah's Cottage, and that will take him out onto the Cronkabody Straight. So he's already been caught by Peter Hickman. Peter Hickman's close to a bit, about 2 seconds or so maybe, as they go through Sarah's Cottage. So Hickman on the Superbike is looking good against James Hillier on the Super Stock machine. Jamie Todd is through. Jamie Todd 5.5 seconds slower to Glen Helen than Peter Hickman, but a second and 1.8 seconds quicker than Davey Todd. So Hickman fastest so far. 4 riders that were through Glen Helen. Obviously there's got to formulate. Michael Dunlop slots in his second quickest. He is about 1.7 seconds down on Hickman, as we look to have a yellow flag maybe just gone out at Sarah's Cottage. An issue there, but we'll just wait and see if the riders keep coming through anyway. Here's Davo Johnson, we see arriving into Glen Helen as he makes his way up the hill then towards Sarah's as well. And Davo, let's just have a look where he's slotting. He's a bit further down the path of those that have made it in. The flag seems to have come back in now, so whatever the issue was is resolved at closing that. It looks like a rider who's perhaps pulled over. It looks like it may be Jamie Coward maybe has pulled in. It is, he's pulled in and stopped at Sarah's Cottage. So Coward, an early stop for him on the night at Sarah's Cottage. Hickman then leads the way to Glen Helen by those 1.7 seconds from Dunlop, and they're already flying on their way up towards the lap. So it's 1.7 seconds between those two. Then Davey Todd is third fastest in the Super Bikes. Jamie Coward was third fastest, but he stopped just up the road. John McGuinness fifth fastest. Davo Johnson sixth fastest in the Super Stocks. It is Dean Harrison who's fastest. He's there in 4 minutes 18. We'll get back to Harrison, who's the 4.14 for Peter Hickman, so 4 seconds slower on the Super Stocks. Super Bikes, James Hillier in a 4.21 is about 3 seconds down on Harrison, and then Mike Brown a 4.28. I'll just check Paul Jordan is through on the Super Sport. He is indeed. He's there in 4 minutes 38 for comparison purposes. So they are now flying through Kirkmichael Village. The walls each side of them, the road that just narrows as they go right through the village, flat out, 160, 170, 180 miles an hour as they head up through Kirkmichael, absolutely towering away, and then when the exit, they've got the big jump over Rencullen as they come out past the petrol station. Plenty of action already, Ashley.
Plenty of action already, and plenty of riders who still haven't crossed over the start line. You can hear them behind us as they keep going through. One of only 3 Super Sport bikes out on the course right now. Paul Jordan has gone through in 1:25.45, 4.6 actually, through Glen Helen, as the guys will now be approaching the next sector. Remember, we have at the top of the classes in the first sector Hickman, Dunlop, Davey Todd and Jamie Coward.
Oh, we're dead. Indeed, we'll wait for the times then at the lap that will come next. Hickman and Dunlop are the 2 fastest of the night as Hickman makes the lap. So we need to wait now for Dunlop and Davey Todd to arrive as the next 2 fast men. James Hillier is also through the lap as well on the timing points, so we've got representative values against these guys as they go. Comparison against maybe the standing start lap from last night. We're out in where are we? We are about the same time, almost identical time to Dean Harrison standing start lap last night on the Superbike. It was a 133.2, so they're not hanging around at all, as we see Michael Dunlop now on the run into the last bridge. So Dunlop will take a figure up on the signing screens, and he does. He is 2 seconds down on Hickman. Hickman then leads the way out to the lap, 2 seconds quicker on this lap than Michael Dunlop. Davey Todd then another 5 seconds, or 4.8 seconds down on Dunlop. Hillier, the only one of the Super Stocks through the lap so far.
Action coming fast and furious then. David Johnson is now through the lap as well. He's 4th fastest on the Super Bikes. Dean Harrison and James Hillier are currently leading the way in the Super Stock. We saw on the first evening, Boydie, Michael Dunlop with a clean sweep across all 4 solo categories. In the last couple of days we've seen Hickman and Harrison coming back. What do you think behind that?
I think that's just a case of they were just working their way through. Michael went for it from the gun on Monday, didn't he? He wanted to lay down a marker. The other guys have maybe, certainly Peter Hickman has said, we heard in the interviews, that he wasn't happy with the settings of the bikes, so they're still playing around a lot with those. Michael Dunlop will be too, of course, but maybe they just had a little bit more work to do to get these bikes settled, and they're probably still doing that. They're still working through this programme right now as we go along these laps.
Yes, indeed. We've got 6 bikes through Glen Helen. in the Super Sport category, and Pierre-Yves Bihan is in fact taking the quickest time in the first sector of this 37 3/4 mile course.
Well, are on their way from Balak through to Ramsey. Hickman then leading the way from Dunlop, Todd, and then Josh Brooks is fourth fastest on the night on the super bikes as far as Balak, then John McGuinness, and then David Johnson. And as you say, on the super stocks as far as Balak, rather you were talking about Glenn Helen, Dean Harrison fastest by 4.8 seconds from Hillier out to Balak. As you see Phil Crow putting a nice neat jump over Balak Bridge, and he's on his way heading out towards Balakrai next. And then Mike Brown's third fastest of the super stocks on the lead. Super Sport, Paul Gordon, who was out there. He is, as you say, the fastest. And then as we come from behind, Pierre Bihan, Mike Owens, and Savannah Binetti round out the top four there as far as Balak. But the next timing point we will get will be Ramsey, and I wouldn't have thought we'd be waiting too long.
And I can see on the super stocks as well Dominic Herbertson, number 13, who you'll see coming past you very soon. He is out there on the super stocks and enjoying himself as well. We can see some of the riders having a few problems. That's Peter Hickman at
right, let's just go.
Where's he at Braddon Bridge?
We're just seeing a nice arty slow-mo of him going through Braddon Bridge on the live stream, but those wings on the FHO machine, and we see him now into Ramsey, and just look at these wings on the side of the bike that are making a lot of difference in terms of downforce and things in the high-speed sections, and are helping him towards these new record times that we're potentially going to see, because the pace is high. He leads on the road now. Hickman into Ramsey, who's overhauled James Hillier, which would have been expected with Hickman on the super bike, Hillier on the super stock.
Yeah, Hickman has referred to that bike as ridiculously
Little
fast.
overshoot there for Davey Todd into the hairpin. You can see him desperately trying to scrub off speed, throwing the bike slightly sideways. He still overran a little bit, just no dramas at all, but just a little bit of an overrun as they went into the hairpin, as Michael Dunlop has a big look back as he exits the hairpin. He wants to make sure nobody's coming behind. It's very unlikely somebody's going to be arriving from behind to trouble Michael Dunlop.
That's true. Interesting that Davey had a problem there, because he said yesterday that his superbike is not where it needs to be. The setup's not right, and he needs it to be perfect to be able to compete. And once again, we're seeing him have maybe one or two problems.
Indeed, Dean Harrison, the next man into the hairpin, and the Ramsey hairpin. We understand that Rob Hodson has stopped at the Forestdale Road, which is out just after Bishop's Court, between Bishop's Court and Balak. You see the slow-mo of Davey Todd getting the bike sideways to desperately try and scrub the speed off as he comes into the hairpin.
You talked about the wings on Peter Hickman's BMW there as well, Boyd. It'll be an interesting discussion to find out what the regulations are and whether or not something like that might be outlawed next year.
Well, they are new for this year, and I'm sure they're being assessed and looked at by everybody. Even they're the only team really that have gone with as expansive a wing as any of the regulations allow. That's for sure. The rest of some of the teams do have wings, but they're much smaller than the FHO team. They are very expansive, but they are the official BMW team for 2023.
Indeed they are. Let's tell you what's been going on as everyone is coming through. Ramsey on the superbikes, then Peter Hickman is fastest. Michael Dunlop is right behind him. Davey Todd, Josh Brooks, John McGuinness and David Johnson follow them. That's in the super bikes. Of course, if I go to the super stocks, through Ramsey, Dean Harrison, followed by James Hillier and Mike Brown. And the third class that is out there today going through Ramsey. Only Paul Jordan has gone through so far. But through Balak, it was Michael Evans leading from Pierre-Yves Bihan and Stefano Bonetti.
Standing start lap last night for Dean Harrison with 133.283. Just a little bit shy of that on their time to Ramsey this evening. Probably 2 seconds or so off that kind of time, but that could be made up across the mountain if the conditions are really favourable and people decide to absolutely plant it. So let's just have a look at the times into Ramsey then. Hickman there is 1.3 seconds quicker than Michael Dunlop up to Ramsey. Then it's about 8 seconds back to Davey Todd. Another 11 seconds back to Josh Brooks. Then John McGuinness is 5th fastest as far as Ramsey off the super bikes. David Johnson 6th. On the super stocks, Dean Harrison leads the way to Ramsey by 8 seconds or so from James Hillier. And then another 15 seconds back to Mike Brown. And on the super sports, we have Paul Jordan as the only man through Ramsey, but he did set up a long way ahead of anybody else on the super sport machine. So there through Ramsey, we're already at the bungalow with Peter Hickman. He's away through the bungalow and on his way. And we can see James Hillier as well. He is through the bungalow too and on the way up towards Halewood's Rise. And Michael Dunlop arrives at the bungalow on the Hawk Racing machine. Plants that really nicely around there. And he's flying away. We'll get an indication of his time out to the bungalow. There we go. It's got a little bit more to Hickman on the climb of the mountain. Hickman was 1.3 seconds quicker at Ramsey. He's now about 2.3 seconds quicker. So about a second maybe to Hickman on the climb of the mountain between Ramsey and the bungalow. Hickman at the bungalow 2.8 seconds or so quicker than Michael Dunlop. And then David Todd now about 10 seconds down on Michael Dunlop as Dean Harrison arrived. Let's just have a look at where Dean Harrison's time up in. He is there in 14 minutes compared to Peter Hickman's 13.45. So that's a super stop against Superbike, 15 seconds difference to the bungalow.
And a little bit earlier on down the bungalow in Selby Straight, where we have the speed trap. Peter Hickman has set his 4th time through the trap of over 200 miles an hour of the week. So the 4th time that Hickman has gone over 200.
It's very consistent now, both going down the Selby Straight. They've reached the max top speed, they've got the gearing all settled. Everything seems to be right, and we can do that pretty much at will, which is astonishing, really. Absolutely mind-blowing.
It is indeed mind-blowing, and you can, if you're there at Ginger Hall Pub, for example, there's a lot of fans out there, I know, before you get down to Kerrymore, give them a big roar as they come through, because that's the speed that they'll be looking for you, just after they go down to Selby Straight towards, from Kirkmichael rather, towards Selby Beach.
Absolutely. So who do we see next? It looks like maybe it was Josh Brooks through the bungalow that we're seeing on the live stream. Indeed it is. So he's as well down over the tank as well. In terms of where we are, Hickman arrives at Crockmona. That's quite a quick sector time on the drop down the mountain. Just had a look at what they put us in. That's about 133.5 pace from a standing start for Peter Hickman. He's not going to be that long coming across the line either, so we'll find out very, very soon just where we stand. But this could be right up there. That quickest lap from last night was 133.5 and is 133.5 pace Hickman is on.
Okay, Boydie predicts 133.5 the pace in terms of Peter Hickman's standing start first lap of this evening's qualification. One of the things that Peter Hickman has been talking about is the fact that he hasn't done even a single lap in the Super Twin, and he can't do one tonight either. He only has tomorrow. But that's a conversation for another time and something for Peter Hickman to think about. Certainly as we start going to see them coming down Gay Crutchley Road. Now I can hear Hickman coming over the line now. And we'll tell you exactly what his time is. 133.7. You're a bit off, Boyd.
133.797. We think that is an all-time qualifying record at the TT for Peter Hickman on the Monster Energy by FHO Racing BMW. Absolutely fantastic from a standing start as well. 133.797. Wow.
Wow, indeed. A full 2 seconds faster, just over 2 seconds faster than Dean Harrison's was last. Davey Todd is coming in. We've seen him go over the start-finish line. He came over in 131.5 miles per hour, so a 17.12 lap time for Davey Todd behind Michael Dunlop and Peter Hickman, and he is coming up the return lane right now.
So Peter Hickman at 133.797, Michael Dunlop right behind that, 133.191, 131.5 for Davey Todd on the Malenko Honda, and then James Hillier 129.676 of the Super Stockers. Dean Harrison eclipses that, though, to go to the top of the Super Stock chart for tonight, 131.277 for Dean Harrison on the Super Stock machine.
I'll tell you what's interesting as well, Boydie, we've got Michael Dunlop and Davey Todd have both come in on their Superbikes. Peter Hickman has stayed out.
Yeah, Hickman went straight on out, so we really are, well, if it's not sandbagging, if he's prepared to really go for it, we will see on this lap. In terms of where they were in the sectors, Hickman was fastest in every sector, apart from the run from Ballath through to Ramsey, where he was eclipsed by Michael Dunlop.
John McGuinness has also come in. He went out on the Superbike as well, and McGuinness has come in today in second place, actually, over the line. He's come in just ahead of David Johnson, behind Peter Hickman in 128.724, 17.35. So a good run from John McGuinness. Let me take you through what's going on in the Super Stocks as they've completed their first lap. Dean Harrison and James Hillier are the only two Super Stocks who have come over the line so far. Harrison leading in a lap time of
Clapton Racing Machine, the C&L Fairburn machine. Also Davey Todd is in here too. He's gone in, taking his lid off, just gone to have a bit of a debrief with Clive. And Michael Dunlop's in off the Superbike, but just rolling past us now is his number 6 Superstock bike. As number 3 John McGuinness is in. What was John's lap time there, Jen? Let's get this up for John McGuinness. 128.724, and he's done 130 before. Dean Harrison 131.2 on the Superstock. Josh Brooks, that's better for Josh, 129.8. And Big Phil Crow, despite those injuries and a sore behind, shall we say, 122.181 with David Johnson, 128.392. Maybe grab a quick word with Davo if we can. She was just quickly going to change that. He's just about to take his lid off. Jump in and grab a word with him if we can. Just go in. See if we can just download some data on the old computer quickly. See if David's all right. He's straight onto the phone just to check on his speeds. And Davo, I'm going to have a seat. I'm about your height now when I sit down. How was that lap? Oh, good with your eyes. You all right?
Oh, yeah. No, that was good. We made a massive change to the bike. We sort of went the wrong way yesterday. And straight away, like, probably 20 seconds quicker as well. So, yeah, I'm not happy. There's still room for improvement. So I was coming and make another change and go out. I think we're going in the right direction now. We're sucking on the right nipple, as they say.
You say, David, thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. David Johnson there. We believe Paul Jordan has stopped at Casey's. Paul Jordan has stopped at Casey's. Not sure if he is continuing or not, but he has stopped at Casey's. Interesting there. Again, we've been talking about this all through this week, Jenny Timothy, about how many riders come in and thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to try this.
Yeah, I had a quick chat with Rod Smith and Crew Chief before, and they said they just want to make the bike a little bit more comfortable for Davo. Obviously, he's not been here for 4 years, and it's a 220 brake horsepower machine, you know, and Davo apparently likes to have it full power, full everything, but then you've got to hang on to it. And I think Rod just kind of trying to just get things just a little bit more settled and a little bit more smoother for him. Which obviously he just said it worked then, so they're just going to go maybe a little bit more or just try something else to just to help him feel comfortable. It's all about feeling comfortable. If you're happy and planted and feel settled, then you'll go fast.
Explain about the full power things to the listeners out there from your rider's standpoint. What sort of aids have these bikes got on them? Honda Fireblade he's on.
So that obviously more modern sports bikes these days are all fly-by-wire, meaning you don't have throttle cables to the throttle anymore. It's literally electronically controlled, which opens up a massive scope for electronic aids. So you can, it's multi-adjustable. You can adjust ignition, fuel mapping. You can adjust it. You've basically got 0 to 100% on throttle open as a rider, but you can adjust that with the electronics. So say like you open and you ask for 100% throttle, you can tell the bike to only give you 80%, and it's very controllable in terms of lean angle as well. So it can apply full power when you're fully upright, and then it can give you 80 when you're leant over, and it's such a game trying to figure out what's best for the rider, because some riders like that one-to-one connection, it's called, where they have 100% throttle and you get 100% power. Yeah, exactly, but it's nice to have that little bit of control where you can ease a little bit of power out and just make it a little bit smoother, especially down here.
Chris Boyd.
When Glen Helen to Glen Helen inside Superbike lap record pace. Superbike lap record 134.432 is Glen Helen to Glen Helen 134.493. 4 minutes and 9 seconds on the run from here to Glen Helen for the 9 3/4. The outright lap record split is 4:08.1. He's only 1 second outside of that outright lap record. He's well inside the Superbike split out to Glen Helen of a 4 minutes 14. He's almost 5. He is just about 5 seconds inside that split as far as Glen Helen. This could be a really, really special lap on Thursday night qualifying at the TT 2023.
Here we are down in Park Ferme here. John McGuinness is in, and maybe an interesting spectator. I don't know if I can have a quick word with him here on Radio TT. Well, John McGuinness's friend Chris Harris is here. What a gentleman to have here. And do you know what? He's actually taller than me.
I know.
How are you, Chris? Lovely to see you.
It's a rare thing for me to look down on someone. Thank you.
Steady on now. Bikes is your big thing. We know this. And John's obviously a good friend too. He's going all right, isn't he? What a pace